I shall make a very quick discussion of all the sums herein because they are very simple numericals. I only give the logic behind them and you need to write them in a very elaborate fashion. If it is a 2-mark answer, if it is a 1-mark answer, you simply do it and write away the actual answer. X and AOC angles are two angles wherein this one lies on the minor arc and this angle lies on the major arc. Therefore, angle ABC is always half of angle AOC because the angle subtended by the arc at the center of the circle is double the angle subtended on the any other part of the circle, on the rest of the circle. Therefore, all you need to do is just divide this by 2 and therefore we get angle X. Same logic applies to the second question also. The angle subtended by the arc at the center of the circle is double the angle subtended by it on any other part of the circle. Therefore, this will be actually double than any other point on the circle. Therefore, 40 divided by 2 will give the X value. For this question, you have to see angle AOB differently and angle ACB as a separate angle. This angle is always double this angle. Therefore, this is X and therefore simply you have to write the same words. Angle subtended by the arc at the center of the circle is double the angle subtended by any other point and the rest of the circle. Therefore, angle X is 40 degrees. In this circle, we are being asked to find this X, but that is also quite simple. This angle is always half of this angle. Center of the circle is always the higher angle. Therefore, if this is 100, this will be 50 and this is double. And you know that OA and OB are radii of the circle. For these two sides, equal sides, the angles, the base angles will be equal. Therefore, if this is X, this is X. And that we have arrived at 100 by applying angle sum property. We have X value as 40. Just maths, simple maths.